Good evening. I'm live and you are here. 13 of you. How wonderful. Verena, hi Al, a Grinkle Vision. Cool. Nice having you here. Kolya, Barbara, Cora. Geht's los. Yes, es geht los. Day 25 already. I can't believe it. This is a short month. So it's going to be wrapping up pretty soon. What are we going to do? Next weekend at this time, I'll be doing on Saturday, I'm going to do another 2-hour portrait live stream, but maybe the time frame will be a bit longer. Instead of doing 10-minute portraits, I brought it up last time. Should we do 20 minutes or some like 4 half-hour portraits? I don't know. But you can give me suggestions and I'll see what happens and we'll do something. But definitely this time next week, we're going to do a 2-hour live stream together, which is always fun. So thank you all for being here. We are going to be sketching Billie Eilish today as day 25 of our musician-themed 10-minute portrait month. And I've got this reference, which was from a post that she shared on Instagram. And I really like that the face is so blurry. It's really interesting. And sometimes I like the idea of working within different constraints, and whether it's you have a tool that doesn't seem right for the job, or you've got a time constraint, or a reference image that you can't really see. It can often be really interesting to have something. And someone who does amazing blurry portraits is Greg Ruth. Pardon me, Greg Ruth, who for Twin Peaks Day yesterday shared a whole bunch of his amazing work, and he just does such incredible blurry portraits sometimes. I don't know if I'm going to be going for that. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but let's start drawing, and the sketch will figure it out itself as it is created. So I'd love you to let me know where you're joining from. Hi Deborah, Fred, Maya, Shannon, 81 Dizzle, everyone else that I already said hello to. Lovely having you here. Give this a like, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, all of those things, and let's draw Billie Eilish together. And let me know in the chat what your favorite Billie Eilish song is. Or you can also let me know if you don't know who Billie Eilish is. That's also a possibility. Okay, 10 minutes, starting now. And I'm gonna start with a red pencil drawing to figure out where things are. And I'm wondering if I'm gonna, the red and black, there's something about red and black that's very cool. And so I'm wondering if this may be the first piece that I do this month, which is not just predominantly black ink. I have a bottle of like crazy red ink somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But I have like a Posca acrylic marker. I've got these red pencils. I've got this red marker over here. I don't know. We'll see what happens throughout the process as this comes into existence. Maybe I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Or maybe I'll run out of time. I won't do anything red. We shall see. I did practice a little bit of throat singing, but there's something, it's tricky. I wonder if there's something that I do not quite right about it. Did you practice throat singing, Barbara? I'm not going to do it now, but yeah, I did practice a bit, and I've been playing shakuhachi a bit. I played hurdy-gurdy last night, because I've been playing shakuhachi to Aiken when I put him to bed, and then he was like, can you play the hurdy-gurdy? Can you play something else? Because it was like the shakuhachi was just too chilled and too the same. All right, this looks interesting. It looks like totally not like Billie Eilish, but it would be one of those I've created a new person drawings. And we're just 2 minutes in, so maybe there's still, I'll just figure out where everything else is going to go, and then see if I can come back and make it look a bit more like Billie Eilish. Hi Silka, Hi everyone. So I spent a few years oblivious to pop culture, traveling, drifting around, and doing whatever, building flutes out of elderberry branches. Um, and it was, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, I read a newspaper article at a youth hostel at the Baltic Sea, and it was an interview with Tom York from Radiohead, who maybe we should draw as well. Um, and that he said the only thing interesting in popular music at the moment is Billie Eilish. I was like, oh, who's that? And checked it out, and yeah, she's now 21. Has been famous since she was 15, and is pretty amazing, like diverse music I've been listening to. I had a phase after hearing Tom York talk about her where I listened to everything that she'd made up until that point. And it's really interesting that how it sounds very transcendent of any particular genre, which is really cool. And that she makes music with her brothers, really cool, and lots of coolness. And there's a documentary which I have not seen called Life's a Little Blurry, so I thought with this reference image that seems pretty fitting. So 4 minutes in, coming back. This may just end up not looking a lot like Billie Eilish, but it'll still be interesting. Hi Ronnie. It's like drawing without glasses. You've watched the video and account of this musician. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's drawing without glasses because it's blurry. Exactly. I was thinking it's like drawing a person without glasses. A lot of the people that we draw on Tuesdays wear glasses, and it's easier to draw someone who's wearing glasses, I think. All right. I don't know. I just have to dive into it without feeling like I've got the likeness kind of set up. But I still think it's just like the shape, the big dark shape of the hair. It's just going to be cool, whatever happens, really. All right. If you want a likeness, I'm going to have to, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I think it's not going to be Billie Eilish, but it's going to be cool. So, how's everyone else doing? Iken has a friend sleeping over today, so he's probably not going to come up to visit, but maybe he will. Were you about to say something, Shannon? Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Hello, everyone, says Shannon. Shannon and I were just hanging out in Zoom, chatting as I was setting up. Shannon, my wonderful friend and co-host of the Drawn Together show, who you should maybe all check out because it's so cool. We hang out and chat with really cool people and draw them, and it's drawn together, and everyone can come and draw with us. And as opposed to this, we do like an hour pose instead of 10 minutes. Or 2 hours. We were talking to Adam Paquette on Thursday, and ended up being 2 hours instead of one. It was a wonderful conversation. Green Vision is done. Al Perez. You thought you were running out of time and you're already finished. Cool. It's a good state to be in. I've got it's not in frame. Here we go. 2 minutes left. I really cleverly had my phone stopwatch set up here so you could all be aware of the sense of impending doom that we're running out of time. Yeah, it was funny. I felt like after spending years away from pop culture, it kind of like getting back into or using Instagram, and um, around the time that I listened to Billie Eilish for the first time was kind of like my um, reacquaintance after spending years kind of in the forest, not knowing what's going on in pop culture. And now, with all of my social media habits and work, now I can be like, oh, do you know astronauts in the ocean? I'm like, oh yes, I do. Let's listen to it. And from just the sounds that people use in their videos and kind of see what's viral and trending, and then Icon's like, oh, do you know that song? I'm like, yeah, totally. Let's listen to it, which is cool. Um, Billie Eilish has some pretty wild music videos as well. I used to be really into music videos when I was in high school. Like every Saturday morning, I'd watch the Rage, it was called, an Australian um, music video show, which I think it started like, I don't know if it started at midnight and like went all through the night. And I guess the idea was you could party to the soundtrack of this TV show, which was on ABC TV, which was like the state or national network. There we go, ran out of time. Didn't have any time for that red. So I've just got like a drawing of hair at the moment. But it's Saturday night. Maybe this could be longer than 10 minutes. Who's happy to stay a couple minutes with me? Or do you have other things to be doing? How's it going, everyone? What should I do? You could tell me in the chat what you think I should do. Call it quits. This is there's something about this at the moment that I really like. Looks really cool, but it could obviously be more. But there's an interesting, I feel like the interesting play between the drawing and just this black hair shape. I can see all sorts of things that I could add to it, which would be interesting. So I don't know. You love it. Her lips. I should do something with the lips. How's everyone's drawings going? Yeah, you can talk. Everyone knows that you're here now. Yeah, behind the scenes. Next Saturday I'll have my Zoom room open so people can come hang out, chat, and I'll do a giveaway. So whenever I do a Saturday evening live stream, I've been doing giveaways to someone in the live chat. Very difficult perspective. It's interesting, right? It's often such a subtle, like, it was actually, if you, oh, it's so interesting now looking at it, that like the eye that's on the right side is like totally below the closer eye, and that's That's something that's often interesting when there's like a tilted kind of perspective. Getting the eyes in the right place can be pretty tricky. And if you actually just look at this, like now I have a different view because I'm like looking over here, it looks totally different than it does on my desk. But looking on the screen, it's so interesting that that entire eye is below the other eye. All right. I know that's it. That's the 10-minute drawing. So I guess we're finished really. But it's Saturday night, so if anyone have any questions, Barbara, you ruined it and have to restart tomorrow. Eating peanuts now instead of drawing. Okay, fair enough. A bit of comfort through peanuts. I've gotten into sprouting things this week, and my enthusiasm for sprouting seeds and legumes has outgrown my capacity to house them all. So I was wondering, I thought I'd ask you, does anyone have experience sprouting seeds and stuff? And is there a good kind of improvised way to put them somewhere? Because I've got a couple of like sprouting jars and they're full. And I've got all these other seeds now that want a place to sprout and grow. I'm very excited about it. Peanuts got me thinking about it. Not that I'm sprouting any peanuts, but sesame, kale, alfalfa, mung beans. So since it's Saturday night, this is 10 minutes plus. And anyone who wants to hang out or restart their drawing, what kind of seeds? Oh yeah, I just answered those kind of seeds that I mentioned. I think those are the ones. All right, I wonder about the blurriness in the face. Like, it's so cool. So often I would come and like, I'd like hit like the eyes and the nostrils, like I started here, just to get like contrast. But maybe it's interesting for it to be less contrasty and kind of blurry. I've never intentionally done a really blurry portrait. I'm sure it has there's probably things to do to make things look blurry. Anyone have any tips? Anyone intentionally drawn blurry? I think I just said drawn. All right. A little bit over time. A little bit extra, not too much. Seeds in my belly. Put them in my belly, all the sprouting seeds. Yeah, but I want them to grow. That's part of the exciting thing about these sprouting seeds, is that they're growing. You get to watch them grow and you can eat some, but then they keep growing, and it's like in the jars, you eat some, and then the next morning there's like the same kind of biomass as there was yesterday, because they're still growing, and it's so incredible to watch them grow. And I was like, what else do we have that I can sprout? And so I've got all of these seeds ready, and but not enough kind of containers to house them, because they need drainage so they don't get moldy. And you can get like sprouting trays and stuff, and I don't have them, so I'm not sure what to do. But yeah, I'll eat the ones that I already sprouted, and then I can refill the jars with the new sprouts. All right, I think that's it. There are 18 of you still here. Last time I looked, there were 18 here. Wonderful. How did you go? Does your drawing look like Billie Eilish? I feel like this looks like a different person, but I think it's really fun with that big hair shape. It's really cool. And that might be it for today. Who should we draw tomorrow? I was thinking maybe Tom York, because Tom York introduced me personally. I was at a party and Tom York was there, and just like, hey, this is Billie Eilish. It was not in a newspaper, at a youth hostel. But I was thinking maybe we could draw Tom York tomorrow. If you have any more suggestions, I keep asking for suggestions, and I keep finding new people that I want to draw. I've got this list that has lots of names on it. Lots of your suggestions and people that I wanted to draw as well. But we'll be back, same time tomorrow, at 9 o'clock. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thanks for the thumbs up. Charlotte, everyone else can give me some thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. If you haven't, you don't have to give it a thumbs up. Alex Turner, all right, another one for the list. Yeah, anyone who has any last minute requests, there's just a few days left, but yeah, it'll be a surprise. You'll find out soon if you check out my Instagram stories. Speaking of Instagram, you can tag me if you're sharing, and use these hashtags, and maybe tag Billie Eilish too. Who knows if she'll ever see it? Maybe. I don't know. But I'll see it. I'd love to see your drawings, so be sure to tag me. And I'll see you here again this time tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Aha, here comes the icon. Icon has arrived.